Good morning, it's 10 o'clock. I'm Nancy Sun, and it's time for Easy News on ICRT. In the main stories from here in Taiwan this morning, the TAIEX opened up 12 points from yesterday's close at 8,275 on turnover of 1.7 billion NT. The chairman of the Good Manufacturing Practice Development Association resigned yesterday following revelations that his company, Weichuan Foods, used tainted oils in its products. According to Wei Ying-chong, he stepped down to take responsibility for his company's use of questionable oil products supplied by Changchi Foodstuffs. Wei also apologized for Weichuan's becoming embroiled in the oil scandal, saying as a result of its involvement, he no longer feels he can lead the Manufacturing Practice Development Association. Meanwhile, Taipei city health officials say recent inspections of vinegar products sold in the capital show that 63% of products tested were incorrectly labeled. According to health officials, 16 types of household vinegars were tested, and of those, 12 failed the basic requirements with inaccuracies discovered in nutrition facts and advertising. Proposed changes to an import tax regime received their second and third readings in the legislature yesterday, in a move that prepares the way for an economic agreement with New Zealand to take effect. The government says it will notify Wellington after the customs import tax laws have been changed, so the two sides can set a date for the recently signed bilateral trade accord to take effect. The Ma administration says it hopes the accord will begin before the end of this year. The Ministry of Transport says construction work on a new dock and improvements to a runway on Taiping Island in the South China Sea will begin next year. According to the ministry, a new dock will be able to accommodate larger frigates and help with the government's mission to protect fishermen operating in surrounding waters. Ministry officials say work on the 3 billion NT project is expected to be completed within 2 years. Taiping is the largest of the Spratly Islands and located 1,600 kilometers south of Kaohsiung. In international news, Colombia's president says his government is sending a note to Russia protesting the violation of his country's airspace by 2 long-range bombers on a flight from Venezuela to Nicaragua. The overflight on Friday was first disclosed by Colombia media yesterday. Russia's defense ministry said on October 28th that 2 supersonic bombers had flown to Venezuela as part of a military exercise. The planes are capable of carrying nuclear missiles. Toronto's embattled mayor is admitting drug use, but refuses to resign despite growing pressure. Voters in Tajikistan are due to go to the polls, with current president Emomali Rahmon widely expected to win a new 7-year term. Preliminary results are expected tomorrow. Rahmon faces 5 challengers, but the only major opposition candidate is not allowed to run. The Electoral Commission says the challenger failed to collect the necessary 210,000 signatures of eligible voters to be officially registered. Rahmon has been in office for more than 20 years in the poor former Soviet Republic. The EU and the US have not recognized a single election in the Central Asian country as free and fair. The Vatican has launched a worldwide survey to find out what Catholics really think about its teachings on marriage and family life. Pope Francis is calling bishops to Rome next October to discuss possible reforms that considers modern social realities. The questionnaire asks for local views on couples living together before marriage, birth control, and gay marriage. And now looking at the weather across Taiwan, according to the Central Weather Bureau, we can expect partly cloudy skies and occasional rain across much of the north with a high of 27 in Taipei, and partly clear skies in the center and south with a high of 29 in Taichung and a high of 30 in the Kaohsiung area. Current temperatures now, Taipei 25, Taichung 24, and Kaohsiung 28.